Okay, welcome back to the show, folks. That's right, you got the good, the bad, and me. So welcome back to the show. 407-774-8255 is the number. Wallace will be joining us here momentarily. But once again, I want to thank Jerry Shepard of Jerry's Mercedes-Benz Service. Jerry's got a great operation. He's located just off Alafaya Trail, just north of UCF. If you have a Mercedes-Benz, you need to know Jerry and Jana Shepard. They will take great care of your car, and they'll take care of you while your car is getting taken care of. And if you want to find out more about them, you can go to jerrysmb.com. That's jerrysmb.com, or you can give Jerry a call at 407-366-6499. That's 407-366-6499. Jerry's MB Service, that's Mercedes-Benz, is the dealership alternative. They will give you professional care with the finest of equipment and a fine, great shop that you can eat off the floor of, and they will do it at the best price. They will beat that dealer price every time. So if you got a Mercedes-Benz, you need to know Jerry Shepard of Jerry's Mercedes-Benz Service. And Jerry was on the show a couple of weeks ago. Look forward to having him back in the future. He'll be there next week when I hope you will join us at Cafe Positano. That's 1 week from tonight, folks. The clock is ticking down, and the reservation book is filling up. So if you want to make a reservation, you don't have to. But if you'd like to, call Cafe Positano at 407-774-8080, because 1 week from tonight, we'll be over there doing a live remote broadcast at Cafe Positano. We'll be doing our 5 to 7 o'clock show, and the Shriners will be there, and the fun will be going on for quite a while after that. Dan Peterson is going to be there singing and playing the guitar, and John Rea, one of our listeners, is going to be there as a caricature artist. He is a caricature artist, so come on out and get your caricature done. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you are a member of the American Adversaries Army, you will be receiving an American Adversaries t-shirt. That's right, just special for you. So if you haven't joined the American Adversaries Army, you still have time to do that, and get on out there next week and get a free t-shirt as part of the package. Once again, you can just go to our webpage, AmericanAdversariesRadio.com, and go to the recruiting office, and you can either sign up right there on the line, or you can do it snail mail. We'll take it either way. Anyway, we love to see you out there, whether you're a member of the Army or not. Come on out and join us 1 week from tonight at Cafe Positano. And then, once again, don't forget tomorrow night at the Eastmont Civic Center. Once again, that's located here in Altamont Springs, just east of the Altamont Mall, just south of 436 off Ronald Reagan Boulevard. I mean, just off Ronald Reagan Boulevard. Just go south there about a half a mile, and you'll see the ball fields on the right, and then you're there. And it is free. The doors open at 6:30. The presentations start at 7. It's being brought to you by the Greater Orlando Citizen Action Network, and formerly the Greater Orlando Tea Party. Greater Orlando Citizen Action Network brings you great guest speakers every month. And and of course, take advantage of that tomorrow night. Wallace Brushweiler is an expert on Middle East history, in particular Muslim history, and the wars that have been fought throughout history in the name of Islam, and he's very knowledgeable about what's going on over there right now. And we're trying to get him on the line. As soon as we do, we'll get him up and running here. And we're going to keep him over into the next hour. So just stay with us, and as this hour I see is closing out, we will, at any rate, we will get him as we go into the next hour. So don't forget, we will be here until 7 o'clock. The Rays pregame show is going to begin at 6:30, however, tonight, but that doesn't mean you can't listen to us right up to 7 o'clock, because we'll be here on AM 660theanswer.com always whenever we're not on the airwaves. And don't forget, if you just want to listen later on to this show or any of our shows, you can go to our archive at our webpage and listen to them there. Or you can subscribe on iTunes, and as soon as we load them into the archive, you'll get a nice, cool alert so that you'll know that the new shows are up there. If you didn't catch last night's show, I wish you would go to the archive and listen to it. We had a rousing discussion about the strategy of Hillary Clinton. We had a discussion about the trade deal and what that means for this president, and why we shouldn't be so down in the dumps like Paul Ryan is over the deal going down so far. All right, let's see. I have Wallace on the line. We got a few minutes left in this segment, so let's go right to Wallace Brushweiler. Wallace, thanks for being on the show with us tonight.
My pleasure.
And you'll be in Altamont Springs tomorrow night in person, I take it.
Yes. Unfortunately for the audience, they will have to stay about an hour and listen to what little I have to say.
Oh, I don't put it that way, because it's going to be quite an education. We don't really have time to get into it much right now. Just to give our audience a little taste of where your expertise comes from.
My expertise, if you can call that as an expertise, I was at the wrong time in the wrong places, or at the right time in the right places. I'm a quadrilinguist, and I have spent 30 years in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And during the time, the high time of terrorism in Europe, Red Brigades, Baader-Meinhof Group, ETA, and so on and so forth. Then the beginning with Amal, which now turned into Hezbollah, the Palestinian, PFLP, George Abbas, the hijacking of the planes, the Achille Lauro, and so on and so forth.
So you've seen this beast up close for quite a long time.
Yes, sir. And I was fortunate because I speak the languages. The only one I don't speak in that area was Arabic, but I got by with French in Lebanon, as I dealt with the Christian Maronites. They are all speaking French in Egypt as well. Educated people at that time, and I think still is have language, the French as a diplomatic language, so therefore there was no problem. Libya, I speak Italian fluently. Algeria and Morocco, same thing. Mali, Cameroon.
So certainly being able to speak the languages of the region, that gives you a better feel, a better flavor of the culture of the area.
And you understand things, in my opinion, that's my personal opinion, you understand much better things because even the small nuances, facial expressions and
body language.
The body language is, in my opinion, part of the game.
Okay. All right. Now that we've got the foundation laid, we'll take the break. Wallace, if you'll stay with us through the break, we'll pick you up on the other side, and we'll talk about history repeating itself, if you will.